Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video I will share with you the best investment idea for 2024, which is gold. We are going to look at the fundamental and technical perspective. I did the same forecast during March 2023 about gold and it worked out perfectly. You can find the link on the comment section below. So if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. So let's begin. On March 11, 2020, the world first faced a large-scale pandemic with COVID-19. At that time, the price of gold was $14.58. In panic and fear, many investors decided to invest in gold to protect assets from the events that this unknown disease could have caused. Gold has been, since ancient times, as a store of value. For all of you that don't know, in times of financial instability and turmoil associated with major events. The immediate increase in demand for gold caused its price to rise and reach its peak on August 2020 at the value of 2073. As you can see from the chart, it was reached near this area here. After that, we can see that as the vaccines were produced in this period of fear and escalating disease normalized, and the price of gold began to fall, reaching another. So it reached 1680 on March 8, 2021. This was also another situation that was very important for the gold price and also for all the economies that were facing this type of crisis that was never seen before. After that moment, the inflation started rising during this period of time, and still the unsolved situation in the end meant that the price of gold did not decrease more than 1680. And later, on February 24, 2022, world opinion was faced with the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. So this was another important moment that we have to remember. This point here, we are going to look at the historical perspective, so what has happened during the past 3 years. And we can see that this was a very big problem. Fortunately for us, it was not the beginning of the World War III. However, speculations about the World War III and panic raised the price of gold again near 2073 on March 8, 2022. And this was another top that was created for gold price. So this is an insane situation, as you can see here. This is the top that was tested several times by the gold price. Since the war situation between Ukraine and Russia did not escalate further, the price started to fall, reaching 1615 on September 28, 2022. So this was also another good topic for the economy, but at this moment we had to face another problem. This was the problem related with the inflation. At this moment, the price has to face inflation levels that were dating back 40 years ago. It was a crazy situation with all the major economies. As long as we have seen that the prices has been very expensive in all our countries, and the situation from that moment was never getting better here. So from this point, during the months of June and August 2023, the world's largest economies face inflation levels dating back 40 years. The unstable economic situation and the high inflation already imported from the price of oil and natural gas caused by the war between Ukraine and Russia caused the price of gold to rise again, creating a floor near 1615. As we have seen, this is the point where the price created this floor here, and later the price increased again. So from this point, the price increase started once again another rally strange situation overall. We are talking about this wave here right now. So all the market was talking about the higher expensive price and where this situation was going to end. And later the market had to face another problem. Another problem happened at this point here on March 10th, 2023. We had the biggest failure ever in many years. Over 5 days in March 2023, 3 small and medium-sized US banks failed. We had Silicon Valley, Silvergate Bank, and Signature Bank. This triggered a banking panic, causing the price of gold to rise again to its highest peak since 2078. And here we have the top that was created from the banking crisis. Very important moment again, because we are talking about the banking system, the trust in the banking system, and it was very sensitive situation. Probably it was more important than the previous ones that we faced near these tops here. So this was followed also from another problem. For the third time during the last 3 years, the world has to face with this great crisis of banking system, which was followed also by the collapse of the Credit Suisse Bank. Credit Suisse has been one of the Switzerland leading financial institutions since it was founded in 1856. To prevent the situation from affecting more banks, global industry regulators, including the Federal Reserve, the Bank of Canada, Bank of England, the Bank of Japan, European Central Bank, and Swiss National Bank, stepped in to provide extraordinary liquidity to stabilize the created situation. The panic and fear disappeared, lowering the price of gold to the pre-banking crisis by pushing it down close to this point here. This is the point where the price was pushed down. This is our area, close to 1815, where it was at the beginning of the banking crisis. Again, the market had to face this strange situation, but this was due to the intervention that the big banks already did here. But the trust in the banking system is not as it was before. However, during this moment, we had another problem, if this was not enough. On October 7, 2023, the conflict began between Israel and Hamas this time. We have another important moment if we are going to look at the charts. So look at how dense were all these 3 years, the war between Israel and Hamas here. Once again, the big economies face the fear and speculation of another big war. The price of gold tests the old 2073 area again, but this time it tends to rise even more, reaching all-time high near 2145 approximately, that we are talking about this top here. This is very important moment again. The increase near to this zone, it was not related only to the war between Israel and Hamas, because it was stopped close to 2070. But now we are talking about another speculation that is not making sense anymore. We are talking about a Fed rate cut that was created on December 4th. And the market is now speculating that the Fed is going to decrease the interest rates. So why is all of this happening at this moment? So let's see this from a fundamental and a technical perspective. The situation for the moment between Israel and Hamas is in the shadow for the moment. No one is talking about this war anymore, and the focus is turned only on the Fed rate hike. Considering that the inflation is slowing down, on the other hand, it is normal that all the other economies, all the major economies, stopped hiking the interest rates. We can see Fed that stopped hiking interest rates as well. But on the other hand, the speculation is happening because the market is speculating about this topic. However, from the Fed's representative, we didn't hear anything at all related to this topic. They said that probably we have to keep the rates under control in this pause for a longer period of time in order to create price stability, but they are not talking about a possible cut in the rate hikes. So this is very strange so far. We have to be very careful. Share with you all the historical perspective that happened during these years, considering that we have many big events. They were very important. We had COVID-19, we had war between Ukraine and Russia, war between Israel and Hamas, the banking crisis. We had also on June the debt ceiling problem that I forget to mention here. It was related in this point here, so another big speculation, and nothing happened. So it will come a moment that all the major economies, including also Fed, it is normal that they will cut the interest rates. But when they increase the interest rates, we didn't see gold moving down, but on the other hand, we can see that we have also the geopolitical problems. So in the same situation, if they are going to cut the interest rates, we should not expect gold to increase in this way. It is not making sense considering the geopolitical problems are already calmed down. I hope that we are not going to hear about any other conflict like the wars that we had before or any other problems like COVID-19. And if this is going to be the end here, despite what the market is already doing, we can see that this area close to 2070 is holding very, very strong. So what I'm expecting from a bigger picture, here we are on a weekly picture, we can see that we have this type of expanding pattern, and this is expanding on the lower part of the chart. And if this is going to be the right pattern, it is likely that we can see this type of price developments here. So we can see this big move. This is a possible move that we can see for the price to expand. Probably it will not come immediately down because for this type of waves it is required a lot of time. We are looking at for this movement in a longer time frame perspective. As long as the price spent in this wave approximately 196 or 200 days, probably it will be required nearly 1 year or more than 1 year for the bearish wave. However, the chances are that we can be in a possible bearish wave very soon. On the other hand, if we are going to look at on a daily time frame, we can see that the price already faced another strong area here. During these days, the market was discussing about the FOMC minutes at a possible new announcement from the Fed's representative that they are going to cut the interest rates during the first quarter or the second quarter, but they said that they may hold the interest rates in the same area for a longer period of time. So we have to be careful. It's normal that the price should move down. If we are going to look at on a daily time frame, the current price situation is that we have a possible top that was created near 2090, and this is increasing the chances for a bearish wave. The targets that I'm looking at during the coming weeks that the market may face support, this is what I'm looking at for a stronger area, but the price may spend time to come down. This is the first area here, if we are going to look at in this perspective. Another area close to 1040 approximately, and if this situation is going to improve, it is likely that we may see the price to come down also to where it was before, near to the zone between the banking system problems and Israel and Hamas. On the other hand, we have to look at the gold analysis step by step, but the bigger picture that I'm looking at is that the price should continue moving down. So this is everything for gold. Despite the speculation that the market is doing, don't believe too much to the big institutions, to the news websites. Look at the picture, it's very clear at this moment. It's very clear about the historical situation, and considering that gold is also an asset that is used as a value holder against big problems, inflation, wars, etc. The reason is that we can see a bearish movement rather than a bullish movement. It doesn't mean at all that if the Fed is going to cut the interest rates, the price should continue to rise. It is likely that we may see everything to get normal very soon, and the clear picture may come in this way. So this was all for gold, one of the best investments for 2024. This is only my personal opinion, it is not financial advice at all, so do your own work as well. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. Please don't forget to hit the like button and follow. Thank you. See you on the next analysis. Bye bye.